Let's do some SQL coding today. This question has been asked in the interviews of Amazon, eBay, and Shopify. In this question, given a list of company's employees, find the name of the manager from the largest department. Manager is each employee that contains word manager under their position. Output their first and last names. So they are looking for first and last name of people that work in the largest departments and they are the managers of that department, right? So anytime I have a SQL question, what I do is I actually try to see the table first. Okay, so let's see the table. So we have this table AZ employees, right? So I'm going to do select star from AZ employees, and let's run it. So this is the table. The first part of this question is asking for, given a list of company's employees, find the name of the manager from the largest department. So how are you going to find the largest department here? We can see we have marketing, we have sales, we have human resources. So what's the largest department? How can you find that? So anytime you have largest, smallest, minimum, maximum, or count, sum, total, things like that, what we do is we aggregate our data using something called group by, right? So we are looking for count of the department. So department name count, and whenever we use count, we have to use the group by clause, and we will put our first field there. So you can do 1, or what I like doing it is I actually like putting the field name there, because that's much more readable. Just make that your habit. Use the names instead of those numbers. So we have this now, and as you can see, the count 22 is the highest count, right? And actually we have 2 departments with the same count, HR with 22, sales with 22 as well. So that's interesting. What I'm gonna do here is, actually, you know what, to make my life easier, just to show you guys, I'm just gonna sort this count. So let's name that as department count and order by department count, and we can order that in descending order, so we get the highest, largest first. So as you can see, we have 2 departments, and HR and sales. What I want to do now is I actually want to rank this. And how do we rank anything in SQL? By the way, I'm using Postgres flavor of SQL. How do you rank anything in SQL? We use something called rank or dense rank. There are 2 different types of ranking systems we have in SQL, and they are also called window functions, by the way. If you want to look more into it, look at window functions. I'll be using something called dense rank. Why is that? Let me show you. So I want to rank the highest or the largest count as rank 1. Okay, this is also going to be rank 1 because they are the same counts. This is going to be rank 2, 3, and so on. Okay, so I'm only concerned with the rank 1. The reason is I'm only concerned with the largest department, right? So how can I rank this? For me to rank this, since I've already grouped this, I'm going to put my group by statement into CTE, or a temporary table, also known as common table expression. So let's name it CTE1. I like to be more descriptive, so I'm just gonna call it department count CTE. As just wrap that statement into a CTE, and you can always check that, right? So select star from department count CTE, and you should get that same result, right? So what I'm trying to do here is I'm actually trying to do a ranking, right? So let's keep all the columns from the previous statement. So select star will take care of that, will bring all the columns. But now I'm also going to add one more new column, as I talked about, dense rank. So dense rank is going to rank over that count we talked about. So let's do order by department count and it should be in the descending order. So largest is going to be the first one. From that table that we just called department count. Okay, so let's see. We should now have this new column called dense rank. Dense rank. What's going on? Select star from department count. Let's see. Okay, there you have it. Perfect. So as I talked about earlier, now we have these ranks. HR and sales have the same rank because they have the same count, and you get the idea, right? Operations come second because it's the second largest, and so on. So why do I need this rank? Because I'm going to be using that top rank, which is 1, to get the largest department where the employees have the position as manager. So what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to wrap this statement as well into a CTE because I'll be using that later on. And let's name it department count rank CTE as that. And now I have 2 CTEs there. Now I'm going to be doing this part of the question, which is, let's find, they're looking for first and last name, right? Let's just keep it start for now. Easy employees, and let's do a left join actually. So left join will actually keep all the records from this, but will join on this one. So I'm going to be joining on this one here. So it will keep the matched records from the right side of the table, which is department count CTE, and let's call this an alias of AE. This is DC on AE dot department name, because we need to find a commonality, right? What's the commonality between these two tables, the CT we created and the table that we were given? So AE dot department name equals DC dot department name, and where position I like, and I'm using a wildcard here. The wildcard is because manager can be in between the text, or it can start with that manager text. So I don't know where it is. That's why I'm using the wildcard. And I'm also using something called I like, which is case insensitive. So yeah, where position I like manager, and I only want rank equals 1, because I'm only concerned with the largest department, right? So I'm only concerned with these 2 departments in this case. And let's run it. And as you can see, we have 2 records now. Victoria Wilson and Richard Garcia. Output their first and last name, they're asking in the question. So we only need first and last names. So let's do first name and last name. And let's run it. Okay, and let's see if this is correct. And it is. So perfect. So what's going on here? So initially I grouped it. I grouped the table so I could find the largest department, right? And it showed me a count. But there's no way you can actually apply the rank as you're grouping it as well. That's why I had to group this first into a CTE, and then I had to apply ranking on that group by CTE, and then I used it. Okay, I used it using the left join, and yeah, position is I like manager, and dense rank equals 1, and that's it. That's pretty much it. If you have any questions, let me know.